What's going on, guys? This is Movie.Did News, and I'm here back again talking about our latest actual segment, which is called Trailer versus Movie. All right, to give you a quick recap on Trailer versus Movie. Trailer versus Movie is me going through the first trailer, which is usually 2 minutes. The trailer that comes out that's 2 minutes long of a movie that's about to be, or it's going to be released later on, and then comparing it to the movie when it was released, whether it's, recently or if it was before. So I pretty much tell you if the trailer helped the movie, if the trailer was on par with the tone and everything else setting, everything else wise for the movie, or if the trailer was very underwhelming. And probably so was the movie, or it didn't really showcase what the movie had to be about and it was very off, or whatever the case may be. So again, I like to kind of go through this sort of process and give you this perspective. One, to basically give a shout out to the people that actually edit, video editors and composers that are doing these trailers, which are very, very important to what the movie is trying to be. And sometimes they work very closely with the actual director of the film to start setting that tone and what the movie would be about, but not giving it all away. So this is going to be the first time that an audience actually sees it, although sometimes there are teaser trailers before that, and those are usually about a minute and a half long or under. But I also like to give this whole sort of thing is because I don't actually watch trailers to movies after the first trailer, usually, especially to movies that I'm already know that I'm gonna see, because I don't want to see any new scenes. That stuff is not important. I'm not like a huge person of such a like franchise, and I'm like, I gotta see every waking moment, little thing that comes out. I'm more of the cinema goer, videophile lover, and the whole ride and experience of watching a movie is so important that I'd rather see it nearly all new, or just with as much little information as possible, that then I could kind of just be enthralled with what I'm watching. So that's sort of my experience and what I like to kind of do with this whole thing. And I kind of want to express, like what the takeaway would be, and hopefully get people on board watching, not multiple trailers, because obviously I feel like some of these people that record trailers, some of these people that video edit trailers, or the actual studios themselves start to put so much information that it pretty much renders a movie useless, because you've seen nearly more or half of the movie already. So for this segment, or for this version, I am going to be going through the Avengers movies. Now, we're going to go through the first of each movie that came out. This one's going to be only part one, and then I'll, stay tuned for Avengers Age of Ultron, and then Infinity War. So this one is the first Avengers. Big deal, they were pretty much giving you a big setup for all these movies before. Captain America, Thor, Iron Man, the Incredible Hulk, all these characters put together, and they pretty much will make what you're gonna watch. So it was pretty much a big deal for them to depict and show what a trailer would look like for bringing all these heroes and cast together, which this was never done before. So how did the trailer do with the movie? All right, well, we're gonna watch the trailer together, and then we'll kind of do a little video. We're gonna try to do a little review of the trailer and the movie to see what we get. So here we go. Let's watch the first Avengers trailer. First Avengers first trailer. All right.
You were made to be ruled. In the end, it will be every man for himself.
Giving you that tone of like a reel of things going on, like something so much bigger. It's like a cataclysm of explosions and
What do we do?
seriousness to what we're gonna be
We get ready.
having to face.
There was an idea to bring together a group of remarkable people. So when we needed them, they could fight the battles that we never could.
Famous words. Fury.
Gentlemen, what are you prepared to do?
No offense, but I don't play well with others. Big man in a suit of armor. Take that away. What are you? Genius, billionaire, playboy, philanthropist. If we can't protect the Earth, you can be damn sure we'll avenge it. Dr. Banner, your work is unparalleled, and I'm a huge fan of the way you lose control and turn into an enormous green rage monster.
Thanks. All right. That was the first Avengers trailer. And, just to kind of show you what I'm repping, a little bit of a Captain America vibe thing going on. Sort of like I ripped it. Moving on. First trailer to the first Avengers movie. This was kind of funny just because I'm like, it was getting into an epic moment of things. And I'm like, okay, there's something much bigger for what's going on. Either waiting for like a big reveal. Loki's back, coming from the Thor movie, and like if you had stayed for the credits, you knew that he was like sort of alive. And it's like, what power does he possess? He's on Earth, so it was like a big deal. But such an interesting placement for me for that's a 9 Inch Nails song. That was just like a rocker. I remember it was like, oh, this is the rocker trailer or whatever. It didn't have great weight when I watched the trailer when I was hearing that song. It was almost like a B version of a trailer that was like more serious, like almost like the alternative version to a TV spot of another movie, of another trailer that was a cut of the trailer for the movie. This just didn't seem like a movie theater trailer. It seemed like a TV spot trailer. So I always thought that was interesting. So it basically toned that stuff down. It tried to give you a little bit of everything, what the movie was doing. So, its seriousness, its action, what they would be facing in terms of, like maybe slight humor between, what Captain America was Iron Man was, and the way Thor was. And it was interesting how they cut certain scenes to seem like they were involved with one part or another when they actually weren't. Like a big one would look like Loki was pushing something, which I think is just shooting something from the scepter, but then it's like the cut to Captain America falling off of the building, and it's like, these quick cuts like that, you got to give props to the video editors for sort of putting that stuff together and giving you an illusion that these things sort of happen. And you've seen that with trailers nowadays a lot. It's just that we sort of don't pay attention to them as much until like we either see a movie or you just don't, and that's like, life goes on. But that's sort of like the cool things with like putting these things together in such a way that you're like, this is all involved with, what this is. And it's really just, they cut it in a way to make you feel like things are happening when they're not. So that's a good job. Now, how would I rate the trailer? The trailer wasn't as good as it needed to be for such a crazy movie. At the end, it was actually really epic to watch all these people come together. Watch them fight, watch them interact, and what this big story was, and then how much more involved it was going to start to get later. And this sort of didn't give me any real expression that, except that they're coming in as a team, and I'm like, yes, let's watch them coming as a team and fight whatever it is that they're going to fight. So I did leave it wanting to see more, but it didn't give me like I needed to go see this right away. It was just like I knew that this moment was happening because they alluded it to it so long, and now it's finally here. So what did I get in terms of the movie? How it compared? Like I was just saying, the movie gave me crazy amounts of action, lots of humor, gripping moments, and then an overall scope of what things were going on. The dynamic between like Robert Downey, Iron Man, Chris Evans, Captain America, Chris Hemsworth, Thor, and then the rest of the cast, Black Widow, Hawkeye. They all came together very well. They had a moment of butting heads. These superpowers are like, I don't know you or whatever. I don't know what your agenda is. And then they knew the greater good and what coming together would mean, and what Samuel Jackson as Nick Fury was trying to convey, and it pretty much all came together at the in the movie, and the movie was actually really great and epic. So if I had to rate it, the movie was actually better than the trailer, and the trailer didn't give me enough to watch the movie. If I went in going, I don't know if I should watch this movie or not. But the movie came out, spectacular, and we know that. So that's just one of the very interesting things between what the first trailer did and what the movie was. You could have actually kept probably watching a few trailers ago if I was going to watch this movie, and then watch this movie. But I'd say they added a decent amount of scenes and what things were going on. They did leave off, what the bigger sort of enemy was that was going around. That obviously you saw the city getting destroyed and what was happening. And then they didn't bring in sort of the other elements of coming together, the weight of sacrifice, what that stuff meant to everybody at the end, which was, really good to kind of get in the movie compared to not having it in the trailer. But overall, I mean, they did come together pretty well. The trailer needed to be a bit better for a first trailer, but the movie delivered on all fronts, so that was that. Now, the next segment, I will be going through Age of Ultron and then Infinity War and doing a comparison of that. But for this one, I'd say movie came out on top, trailer came out midway there. So, hope you like this segment. This is another one of trailer versus movie. This is Remy from Level 1 News. Comment, like the video, subscribe to our channel. Lots of gaming, entertainment, and tech stuff. And I'll see you guys later.